What's the deal, y'all? This your man King Eric, the media assassin, coming at y'all with another video. Be sure to subscribe, hit the like button for me. Now, I want to talk about this historic day in hip-hop to me. This is actually one of my all-time favorite days in the culture. February 23rd, 1999, where 4 real dope and classic hip-hop albums dropped. I'm talking Eminem's Some Shady LP. I'm talking Blackmoon's Warzone album. Prince Paul, Prince Among Thieves, and the Roots Things Fall Apart. I bought all 4 of these projects that day. I worked hard on those cutting that grass to buy those projects, and I was very pleased. First one I listened to was the Eminem album. I was amazed. And I said to myself, this guy is going to be a megastar. I didn't know he was going to be big as we know him now, but man, this guy was a monster. He was hungry. His pen game improved. Lyrically, I was like, oh my God, this guy is amazing. And Dr. Dre backing him. And you could tell Dre was finding his footing back, even though some of the beats that he gave him, they were cool, like Guilty Conscience and I think Brain Damage. I think he produced something else up there. Role Model. But M's firepower lyrically was what carried the album. So I was like, man, I'm pleased with this one here. So then after I finished the Eminem joint, I went to Prince Paul, Prince Among Thieves. And this out of the 4 was my favorite because it told us an autobiographical story. It was an autobiographical album on raps. The Prince Among Thieves had like a supporting cast of rappers playing as a movie. It's like a soap opera on wax. You had Big Daddy Kane up there. You had Buckshot. You had Kool Keith. You had Chubb Rock, Biz Markie, Everlast, De La Soul, Sadat X, Exhibit. And the crazy part about this album here, you wouldn't guess who inspired it. Master P inspired this album because Prince Paul said it in the interview. That was the intention. When I first made it, I was inspired by Master P. I'm about it. I was like, this movie is so poorly shot and it's popular. I could do that with more star power. I tried to picture the Tommy Boy, and apparently they didn't see the vision. I was like, we could make so much money. But they were like, yeah, Paul, we're going to put this million in whatever group that they had. Then at some point, Chris Rock bought the rights to it, but he didn't do anything with it. So it sits and it sits. And I had an opportunity. If somebody said, hey, I got a small budget or want to Kickstarter, I would love to put it together. He also wanted to get Vanilla Ice up there. Then he also had RZA on there. It was dope. It told a great story. And big shout out to Breeze Forever. I think that's his name. From the Juggernauts. Because he carried this album. Him and the dude that played True. We go by the name of Shy. Dope album. Then you had the 3rd album, Blackmoon. Now it wasn't dope as their first album, but it had its bangers too. The MOP joint, Annihilation. You had Warzone, Whirlwind, because they had the beat miners producing this again. And I was like, man, you got the beat miners up here. It's gonna be a dope album. Buckshot carried his part. 5 Footer carried his part. And the album was just dope. It was overall dope, man. Just straight hip-hop. Straight hip-hop. Nothing commercial. The only commercial joint up there was 2 turntables and a mic. That was the only real commercial joint up there. But this album here I love, man. And another one, The Roots. I listened to the Roots album. It was a different type of hip hop. What really drew me to the Roots was the You Got Me single, because I love Erykah Badu's music, and I was like, okay, this sounds pretty wavy. This sounds pretty cool. And then I got really introduced to their style of music, and it blew my mind. It blew my mind from the instruments, from the way they performed these songs, and Black Thought being the lead man. His lyrical ability was incredible. Then, one song y'all gotta check out too was Adrenaline with Beanie Siegel. That was Beanie Siegel, to my knowledge, his debut. And my other favorite song up there with Mos Def, Double Trouble. Mos Def straight snapped on there. Then you had Act 2, Love of My Life with Common threw shots at the commercialism of the industry, which was pretty dope. I mean, the Roots was on point, and this was the album right here that really got them out there. That's where the Grammys and all that start coming. So those 4 albums right there made this one of the greatest days of hip-hop releases ever. And I definitely suggest y'all to check it out. So subscribe, hit the like button. Peace.